Hello everybody, it's Shirley, and today I'm going to do a stitchy, chatty sort of thing, just showing you the things I've been stitching on and finishing. It's a slow progress, and I just keep pottering along till I finish. Same things going on with the garden. I'm still working on the garden. The beds are cleaned up. I hope to get the seedlings done as well. Planted out today sometime. Yeah, my health has not been good, and I just been taking it slow. Anyway, today is all about stitching. I don't know if this is a floss tube, or you could call it a floss tube. I guess you could. So maybe I will say this is my first floss tube, which it isn't, because obviously I've shown stitching on here before. Right, so let's get into it before I start rambling. I need my glasses first. Okay. So a while back I started this kitchen cottage scene, and it was just, I don't know. The chart was all wrong. It was in this book called Traditional Cottages in Cross Stitch by Angela Beasley. It's a Merhurst publication, and this is a really old one because this is from my stash. It's a 1998. Okay, so, and that's what I'm doing because I got back into cross stitching. I'm just stitching from a stash, so everything, these charts and stuff will be old. Anyway, that's that. So this kitchen chart that's in the book here, this chart was all messed up. This whole section in here was missing from the chart, and I used the picture to try and figure out how to get it stitched. And then of course, because I used the chart to center the design on fabric, that through the center of the fabric out, but it's done. I didn't use the call for colors. I just used whatever scraps I had in my scrap box with the thread. I was thinking of changing this design, this pattern border, and in the end it did look okay. It really did set off that image in the center there. Their fabric they used was a light green. I just used what I had in my stash again, which was a 14 count white Ada. So I wonder if I need to, anyway, I'll leave that as is. So this is what I've done with this. As you can see, it's off center, and I did not use the call for colors, so that purple is a little bit more purpley than the redder color in the pattern. So, and I did, as I was using scrap the thread, I did run out of that color purple, and it's just a darker purple up in here, but it doesn't really bother me. So, and that's a finish for 2024 for this cross stitch. So I was really happy with that, and I'm happy with the finished design. There was a lot of frogging out of stitching because that centerpiece was wrong, but I eventually got there. So that's nice. I'm just going to frame it, I think. Yeah, I'll just frame this. I'll put it in a timber frame, I think. Like this darker timber colour. I think that will look nice. I haven't ironed it. I iron my stuff when I finish mounting it up and putting them in frames. So there's that. And I think that turned out alright. Who was that by? Oh, Angela Beasley, yeah. Because sometimes these books have different designers, but it's one designer. Okay, so that's the cross-stitch kitchen I finished, and that was for I finished this in, when was it, September? No, I finished this in August. This is an August finish. Okay. Now, a work in progress is this kit. Should have maybe thought about setting this up a bit better. It's called, hang on, what is this? It's a Finnegan's kit, and it was made in Australia, and it's called Kate's Cottage, and it's kit number 3507, and you do get all the chart and the thread with it, and that's all pre-organised thread on the chart, on the card. And this kit is called Kate's Cottage, and I have done a start on it. Get this out of the way. So I've done the start, and I'm up in the roof section, up here, and I'm using the number of strands for the thread that's suggested in the kit, and I'm using the kit fabric, and the kit did come with this pretty mount as well. So when I'm finished, I will frame it like it's framed in the picture. So that's the progress in that kit, which I think is nice, and it's really simple kit, and so it'll make it easy for me because I've just got back into cross stitching. It's just larger blocks of colour. Some people might find that boring, but whatever. It's me doing it, not some people. And I like things like cottages and flowers, of course. So this is really something I'll enjoy stitching. This was in my stash for a long time, so I got that one out because everything was in the kit. Okay, so that's that one. The next one that I am working on is, where is it? This and it's a kit by Create Handmade. It's a bookmark kit of a sloth, which seems appropriate for the time I've been working on this. There's a lot of mistakes in this one because I don't know, I messed up here somewhere and I didn't center it right or something, I don't know. So I've added in some extra leaves to make it look like it was centered. Yeah, so there's that. I'm using the colours that were in the kit and the fabric that was in the kit as well. I've also made some of my own little needle minders, which is cute. You know how I like owls. So, yeah, there's that one. And that's, I've got this one down here to finish, and this one up here. So that will be a finish maybe this week if I can get myself going. Yep. So that's the sloth bookmark. I don't know how I'm going to finish that up. Might have to put it on some felt or something. Yeah, I might put on some felt and maybe a bit of trim, you know, like a lace or something. Because, yeah, I just have to think about how I'm going to finish it. So bookmarks might be a thing for me to be getting into as well, because you know how I like reading. And there is also this little kit by Jane Greenhoff, Jane Green off, and it's called, it's a series of English cottages, and I'm using a kit 18 count Ada and the fabric that was in the kit. This is a really old kit, and you can tell because the needle was sitting in the fabric and rusted. Yeah, so don't sit your needle in fabric, but because it's towards the bottom, it won't affect the design, so I just used the fabric. I am currently stitching in this little section in here. Yep, just in here. So yep, and once again a cottage, you know, that's my thing. I like cottages. So that's that in progress for, I should be finished that this month. Same with the sloth bookmark as well. So they are little, the smalls that will be finished for the October, hopefully. That's the thing that I'm trying to do. I want more finishes, so yeah. Now, plan kit to do is this one. It's called Simple Pleasures. Yeah, Simple Pleasures by Nancy Rossi. It's book 6, and this has been in my stash for donkey yonks as well. 1998, but I think I got it in like the 90s because this is a thrift find. So I like this. So I bought all the call for fabric and threads, and that's here. I bought those from as well, the fabric as well. I bought a metre of the fabric because it's in a like a real long piece of fabric, so I bought a metre of that, so that should make sure that it's you know, enough fabric to stitch the design. And it's 18 count. This is 18, what is this? Ada, 14 count antique white Ada. Yep, this is 14 count. Yep. And the chart calls for 14 count white Ada. Yeah. So I think this might be a softer white because it's an antique white. So I don't think it'll make a difference. And I've got all the call for thread. Now, with this design, I'm not sure if I will follow the chart. You have to stitch with 3 threads on 14 count, so that will really make the finished design solid, but it's only in some parts. I'll just give it a test out. I think it would look better if it was stitched with the 3 threads, so it will make a more solid look to it. Probably, I think the 3 threads is up in here and the border. So yeah, that's my to-do kit, and let me see if I can get it. Yep. And the needle minder that I made for it is this little apple. I suppose I should have found a butterfly or a rabbit or something. I think these are supposed to be tomatoes. Maybe I should have found some sheep, a sheep needle minder. But anyway, I had this in my stash. So yeah, that's what I'm going to put with that one. Rightio. Let me put this here so I don't lose it. That's the to-do kit. I'll kit that all up
I've got the bobbins and everything to go with it. I suppose I should have got a new needle for that too. And will get a what do you call those? Trying to think of the name. A bag to put all this in. Right, now onto the crazy quilting. The diamond blocks. The string of diamonds. Slow progress on that. Just let me get this out of the way. As well. So, the string of diamonds, you saw me show that one. And I showed this one. And I worked on this one and I finished this one, you know, with the cat. And that was that transfer, that antique transfer that I put on here. And I just did it in silk ribbon and beads and whatnot. So that's the cat one I was working on, and it's finished. And the other ones that I've worked on, which is not very many, is this one here. I left this fabric free because I don't know if it shows up. There's little rabbits embroidered in like cream on the fabric there. I left that. All this come from a stash. I'm not buying anything new. I'm just working through my stash. And I think that's the theme of everything from now on. So there's that one. And the last one is this one, which is a little bit plain, but it's still pretty. And this, of course, is a stamp, and I use Stays On ink to stamp on that. And I had this bit of cross stitch just floating around, so I just applicate that on. The fairy I had in my stash for a long time. It's just one of those sort of iron-on things, but I actually, you know, applicate on so it stays on. There's some ribbon embroidery down here. I have some butterflies going on here. This is a bit of trim from Temu. I did sort of try buying from Temu, but it's not something I'll be doing again. So, yeah. So that's the string of diamonds so far. There's a few more to go, but I'll get to that as well. Yep, that's that one. And the last one is this self-isolating bat. I'm still working on it. I have done a few little things, but not much to it. I showed the spider web. I had just this little section in here for here, but I thought it needed a bit more, so I added the leaves, more buttons, a bee down in here, and some, you know, a couple of more flowers just to make it a bit more fuller. And I have this stamped image, but I don't know if I want to use this one because I can't remember if this was Stays On ink. But it's stamped up really well because it's got all the fine details in it. So I will put that somewhere. I'll just apply it on. So that's a self-isolating bat. I have got some little bat charms down here as well. They come in my stash. There is a plague nurse to this design, and I think I might stitch that to go with this too. I was saying I might put this as a cushion, but what I might do is make it as a project bag for stitching, because I haven't got any project bags, but I think that might be okay than a cushion. I might make it into a cushion. Anyway, so yeah, and there's a, what do you call it? The plague nurse pattern that goes with this, I will think about doing as well, because I think that'll look pretty good. That'll be a nice October sort of spooky thing to do. And of course I will just use what's in my stash. I think that's going to be the theme for a lot of things this year. I have noticed on a few videos that have popped up on my feed that everybody's talking about no spend, and I was thinking of trying that, but I don't know. I might give it a go for October, and I'll set it up and see how I go with it, and then I might try it for a year. So it'll be no spend craft, because I'm just going overboard with the craft stuff again. It's I'm just one of those people that when I start something or get back into something, I've got to have all the things, and then then I'll start it. That's how I roll. But yeah, it's, and also too, I want to get into the garden, and the garden will cost money. Not much money, because I don't do anything that costs, but you still got to have seedling mix and compost, and although I'm starting up a compost pile to get that going, but just things like the seedling mix and the seeds, and they all cost. So I have got enough to get going, so I'll sort don't spend very much on what I'm doing. Now I'm rambling, aren't I? So this should be a finish too for October. The other stitching, that'll be doable for a finish in October, because they're only small ones, and I won't start the kit, the Simple Pleasures kit, until I get these all finished, or just about finished, because the main thing I want to do is more finishes than starts, because I have got a lot of things that are not finished, like that other crazy quilt. I did notice somebody was doing a stitch along. Can't remember who that was, and then doing the antique pattern library that's online. I think that might be a good go for getting that other crazy quilt finished. So I'll look at that again, and I'll come back and I'll show you if I do start that. So that's the stitching for October. It was the start that I want to get going. All the stitching was previously obviously for September and before that, but October, these should be finished, I think, the end of October. So yeah, I think that's all for now. I don't have anything else more to say. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for leaving comments. I usually don't say much on the comments. I just leave a like. That's just me. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.